Hi everyone, welcome to another Linux lecture. So in this lecture we'll cover how to run Windows applications on Linux. There's a community project called Wine and it's kind of an emulator for Linux to run Windows applications. So before we get into getting Wine to run in Linux, let's update all our software with the apt-get you already know. Okay, so there it is. Now, the larger the application Windows you want to run on Linux is, the less probably it's going to run because, you know, all their DLLs files and libraries are still a little complex and kind of encrypted to run in Linux or be emulated by a Linux software. And also their registry settings are in Windows are constantly changing. So it's kind of difficult to be always up to date with Windows applications to emulate. But Wine tries its best, but let's try and see if we can do, if we can run a Windows application right here, right now. And to do so, we type sudo add apt repository ppa ubuntu wine ppa. Okay, so please press enter to continue, and there it is. Okay, so now we should type sudo apt-get and update, and now we should type sudo apt-get install Wine 1.7 Wine tricks. Okay, so I have a problem here. I have to run sudo dpkg. Whenever you always have a problem, make sure you follow all the instructions that the line command gives you. Okay, so it says this package was interrupted. You must manually run sudo dp configure. Okay, so let's configure this. Configure NA. Okay. Don't want to report the problem. Don't want to report. Okay, so let's try again. Sudo apt get update. Let's run the update again. Okay, it's done. And now let's run sudo apt get install Wine 1.7 Wine tricks. Do you want to continue? Yes. And we are installing Wine right now. Okay, so now we have this pop-up package configuration. So now in order to, if you want to read this, you can read it, but in order to, if you click OK, nothing happens. In order to solve this, what you have to do is basically click tab and now click enter. Okay. Now, in order to install this package, you must accept license. Do you accept license? Yes. Okay, enter again, and it's installing. So I was telling you that running complex or big applications, Windows applications on Linux through Wine, it's sometimes it's kind of difficult. Okay, so now we are done. In order to run Wine, go to the search computer sources and type Wine. There you have configure Wine. So let's click that first. Okay, it's the Wine, it's being updated. Please wait. Let's wait a little bit. This computer has only, you can configure it by removing programs. Okay, ignore. Okay, so here is our Wine configuration, and now we can add an application. And here you also have the Windows version. Instead of Windows XP, let's emulate Windows 7 and try to run Notepad++. So let's go here, download. Okay, so we have the installer here. And as you know, the open with Windows loader. Okay, let's save the file. This is going to downloads. Let's type ls. Okay, so we have the Notepad++ installer. Okay, so let's type wine npp 6.7.4.installer.exe. There it is. Okay, so installer, it's ready to install, and this is Notepad++ for Windows, and we are running it and running the setup installer in Linux. Okay, so this is how you can run Windows applications in Linux using Wine. So that's it, and see you guys later.